AK26 Tutorial 10, Dimensioning the Island Elevation. Welcome to AK26 Tutorial 10. In this lesson, we'll dimension the elevation of the island, specifically, the front side facing the sink. The process is very similar to what you learned in the previous tutorial, except this time, we first need to create the elevation view before dimensioning it. Section 1, Creating the Island Front Elevation. To create the island front view. 1. Click the down arrow in the View tab. 2. Move your mouse in front of the island and left-click. 3. When prompted to select the back clip, move the mouse inside the island, toward the back, but stop before reaching the back panel. 4. The island elevation will now appear on screen. Take a moment to verify that the elevation shows the correct side of the island. Section 2, Saving the Island Front View. Let's save this view so it can be used for dimensioning. 1. Click Save View. 2. In the dialog box, name it Island Front View. 3. Place a check mark next to the option Save Front View to add dimensions. 4. Click the green check mark to confirm. This saves a permanent elevation view that can be opened again later for dimensioning or printing. Section 3, Opening the Island Front View for dimensioning. Next, click on the Annotate tab, then click Front View. The list of saved views will appear. Select Island Front View and confirm with the green check mark. The island elevation appears on screen, and you'll see the dimensioning toolbar at the top. To start clean, click Erase, choose All, and click the green check mark. All automatic dimensions are now removed. Section 4, Preparing to Dimension. Before you begin, make sure OSnap is on. For island elevations, it's best to use the horizontal and vertical buttons individually, not the multiple ones. Click horizontal, then zoom in with your mouse wheel for precision. 1. Snap to the lower left corner of the island. 2. Then snap to the other side of the left panel. The blue vertical lines of the wraparound molding can help guide you. Check that the first dimension reads 3/4 of an inch. If the dimension is incorrect, click Erase, select that dimension, and try again. Section 5, Continuing the dimension line. When the first dimension is correct, click Continue. This command speeds up the process. You only click once on the previous dimension, then once on each new object. Click the 3/4 inch dimension, then snap to the right side of the first cabinet. Zoom in to ensure the snap is accurate, then zoom out to check that the new dimension appears below. Continue clicking from left to right until you've added all dimensions across the island front. When you're done, click the red X on the left side of the screen to stop the Continue function. Section 6, Adding an end-to-end dimension. Now, let's add one final overall dimension. Click horizontal again. Click once on the left side of the island, then on the right side. Finally, click below the existing dimension lines to place the overall dimension. Your island elevation should now show both individual cabinet widths and a total width dimension. Section 7, Saving and Locking the View. Before exiting, click the lock icon to freeze the dimensions. Just like with wall elevations, this ensures that your manual dimensions remain, and aren't replaced by the automatic ones. Once the lock is closed, click the red X in the toolbar to exit the elevation dimensioning view. Save your work. Repeat the same steps to dimension the back of the island on your own. You'll use both the front and back views in Tutorial 11, when we cover printing. This concludes Tutorial 10, Dimensioning the Island Elevation.